Take 3.
Well, we're back, and I'm finishing up the crowning, and I put the feed aside because normally I just feed lace like this, make room, wiggle it in there, feed it in there, over 2, under 2, remember. And you start building your pattern. As you can see, it's already developed. It looks like a 2-pass Spanish ring knot. Then I'm going to finish up these last couple of passes. So if you come in just from the underside, it's okay. Remember, I'm just exiting 1 bit over from my last pass. And that helps it simplify a little bit, so you don't have to be counting strings. It can get a little confusing. And see, my first one is right under there, it's hidden. I'm going over 2 and under the 2. And we're down to our last 2 passes. So this one again, there's 1 hidden under there. 1, 2, under 2 bits. Just like that. Feed it in. And our last one.
Show them the count.
Let me get my feed and I'll show you. Last one. If you spread it out, there's 1. There's my second one. And I'm going to go under 2. So I'm actually going to go into this little loop under those 2 bits, and again it has to come out in between 2 passes, in the bit in between the last 2 passes. Draw it down, and that's a completed little ring with your checker pattern development. A little gaucho, 3-pass gaucho here. Transition over 2 under 2 to maintain symmetries. Checker pattern in the center. Exit it the same way as we did over here. Under 2s. And now you just have to dress this down. And the way you dress this down is you can either use little itty bitty jeweler's pliers. I sometimes use these. These are surgical instruments. They're used in drawing needles and string and suturing and stuff, but they're like little pliers. And what I do is first you pull on the top side for where your crown was, and you can pull it either little by little, 1 by 1, or if you're a little bit more handy with your fid, put it in there, pinch it off with your finger, and work your way out. Just tighten down your crowns. Tighten them down. You can keep your count by just counting the number of strings in each crown that you're tightening. In my case, I can just feel out when I got to a dressed part because it's already snug. And next you're going to just pull on your working end. It takes a couple of times to dress this. Just pull on your working end, keep your knot down that way low. Go around it, giving it a little tightening, 1 string at a time. Keeping your hair side down. There you go. Little by little. When you get to a bit that's a little more loose than the rest, give that one a little extra tug. And you keep going. You're actually just working the slack out little by little. and you can see the knot starts to form. You push it down a little with your finger so that it stays in the right spot, and you keep going around it a couple of times, pushing it down. Keep tightening it down a little more every time you go around so that it starts dressing. Patience is key, like I said. Sooner or later it's gonna get dressed, and if the lace is too dry, you're gonna have some trouble. So that's what it seems like here for a little bit, but
keep it wet, because as soon as you tug on that and it snaps, you gotta. There's only two ways to do it: take it all apart, or re-stitch a piece through, a whole piece.
Now, again, we're gonna take a little foam, just work it all in there, tightening them down while they're wet. Slightly moist helps, because when it dries to shape. It dries in place and to shape. So just work your lather in there, pushing down a little bit on the lace so that it flattens out. And as you can see, it's making sure you just watching your pattern and watching how tight you pull to see how even it is. It's going to help you out a lot. Back when we start getting ready to finish the back end.